Hi, today I'm going to talk about these two guitars, the Satriani JS1000 and the Satriani JS100. These two guitars feel actually very close to one another. The shape is about the same. They share many things in common, so let's start just from the manufacturer place where they're built. This one, the 1000, is being built in Japan, while this one, the 100, was built in Korea. I think they build the 100s now someplace else. I think it's Indonesia. But this particular one is a Korean one. Outside of the obvious color, this one I got in this black grayish, I don't know exactly what the color's name is. This one is red. But outside of that, I would like to point you out to some of the differences between the two of them and what I prefer. This is going to be just a matter of opinion. So by this, I'm not implying that one is better than the other one in any way. You got to decide that. You need to try them and decide what is it that works for you. But I'm going to tell you, in case you need some player's opinion, what to me makes a difference and why I will pick one or the other one. Let's begin by this one, comparing the body with this one. The 1000, again, is the black one versus the 100. The body feels and looks exactly the same, identical in every way. If you look at the front, same shape, attention to detail, everything looks flawless in both. And this is used, they're both used actually. I paid $350 for this one, I paid $900 for this one. So there's a huge difference in prices. This one is like a third of the price of this one. Again, body-wise, same exact thing. With the difference, this one is heavier and it feels more solid. Now, I don't want to enter in any argue with guitar players because I know that we have this idea that when we pay for something that's more expensive, we always get something that's better. And many times that's the truth. But I don't think when it comes to guitars it's always necessarily the truth. At least not in my humble experience. So this one feels heavier and again, it feels more solid. Just the body is just a heavy chunk of wood. You like that, or you like a lighter one, that's on you. This one again feels a little lighter. Finish-wise, again, I cannot find any reason why this one is a third of this one's price. They're just very well built. If I flip them over, outside of the missing plate, everything is the same. The neck plate is a little different. This one is more simple. This one's got some the card thing where it says Ibanez and the serial number and all that. And this one is very flat. It says Ibanez as well, but there's not much to it. But again, that doesn't really do anything for you. It looks good, but that's it. There's here, I don't know if you can notice that, there's a cut so that you can easily get your thumb around. There's a little bit of a cut here. In this one, you have the same feature, same thing over here. So far, there's not much of a difference. In this one, you can split the coils with your tone, so you get both humbuckers or both single coil sounding, and you have your three position switch. On this one, you get exactly the same thing. It splits the coils three-way, about the same thing. A couple of differences already. First one is the bridge. The bridge is probably the most noticeable difference between the two. This one, the JS1000's got one of the H. I don't remember which one of them. But you can see that it's very nice. It's got a lot of detail. It's very well painted. It's very, I don't know, it's very sleek. Everything is, you can tell it's high quality. Just by looking at it, it it tells you it's high quality work. And when this one, it's simpler. It's just simpler. I have to say, it works exactly the same. I haven't noticed any difference on performance. You pull the strings and you get the same exact effect. It's not more or less responsive to the touch. When I'm playing, I'm not really touching this thing at all. I'm just playing. So, that doesn't really make a difference when I'm playing. It looks, the other one looks a little better. But functionality-wise, no difference at all. That's about it. Well, there's actually one difference that I wanted to point out. That the trem arm, in this one, you have to screw or unscrew to take it, to put it in or take it off. And this is actually not the original color. I think the original color matched the bridge, but I got this one used, and this is what I got. So that's one difference. That's the way it works there. And on this one, you just pull it or push it, and it stays there. And I have to say that I like a lot. I like a lot that, because I don't know, it's just so tedious to have to screw it and screw it every time, when you can just go like this, pull it, take it off, and put the guitar in its case. I like that. So that's real nice. All the hardware matches itself. It's the same color, and it goes really in great harmony with the color of the body. I like that a lot too. Like, I don't know if the camera is making it any justice, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. But this one looks amazing too. Like, the hardware is also made of metal, which is, I thought it was kind of cool. And I don't know, everything is well matched. Just, I don't know, it's a great instrument. Again, it feels really, really solid. Let's keep up with the differences. Now we get to the neck, and what we've got here is, I guess, rosewood as a fingerboard. It feels great. It's extremely comfortable. I don't have anything wrong to say about it. It's just fantastic neck, as most Ibanez's. So that's for that. If you've played an Ibanez, well, this is actually, Ibanez are usually 24 frets. This is a 22, and so is this one. So, I don't know. It feels a little bit more like a Strat, maybe, but with a flattened neck. It's I would say it's a kind of like a combination between what you would expect from an Ibanez and what you would expect from a Fender neck. In the back you have the stripe for stability, so that it doesn't move at all. That's another difference. Here you don't have anything. Although I have to say, this guitar I think is a 91. The neck was straight as an arrow. Like, the stability issue, I didn't see with this one. It was just very, very comfortable. It plays amazing. I don't know, it's just super easy. It says Satriani here, which in the expensive model doesn't. Not that it makes a difference either, but just pointing that out. And for the rest of it, is, like I said, is about the same. I thought the fretboard on this one was a little nicer than in the expensive one. It's a little darker. I don't know, it just feels, maybe they got it from a better tree in this particular one. I'm not talking about the model, but this one, this very one I'm holding. And this one, I don't know, just, I didn't like it so much, but still a great guitar, plays amazing. What else? Like I said, this is the Japan made, and the other one is a Korean. And we get to the headstock, matching headstock with the Ibanez logo in gold. Not sure why, but it looks good. I like it. And in this one, nothing special about it. Maybe we could have expected that the headstock had been red, but it's actually black. Doesn't matter to me either. The locking tuners, the hardware, it feels the same, exactly the same. Like, I don't know, playability wise, I didn't really find much of a difference. Tone wise, I tested both through my Fender Bassman amp. It's old too, it's got no effects, it's just from the early 70s. Also through TH2, which is the demo that I just recorded so you can listen to them. To the Yamaha THR10, which is this little box over here, which you should check out because it sounds amazing. And I think that's it. And through my Yamaha DG100, which you should also check out because it's a great amp. It's inexpensive, and great guitar players like Richie Kotzen and Alan Holdsworth have been using it over the years, and it just sounds great. It doesn't have any tubes. It's super reliable. It's got built-in effects that sound good, not computerized, you know, like the early ones used to. Even though this is an early one, so you should take a listen to it. I have another demo, I think, where I compare that amp with a Fender All-2. So if you want to hear the difference, there you go. And now, again, I would like to give you my opinion on both. I thought that the two of them stood in tune exactly the same. Like I cannot tell you that this one stood in tune a little better than this one, and I did dive bombs. I used the tremolo, I bent a lot. I do all kinds of things, and I just thought they were just as stable. I like this one a little better, and I know that many guitar players are gonna think this is a sacrilege because I like the cheaper one better. But I'm trying to be objective when I play them, and try to not be driven by how much they cost or what they look like, just when I'm playing again. And I really like this one better. I just think it's a better guitar. The fretboard feels a little nicer than this one. It's heavier, and I like heavier guitars. I don't know, and I think it looks great too. So there's nothing that I can say wrong about it. The neck profile is a little bit in the thick side. Both of them feel the same to me. Like, I cannot tell you that this one is thicker than this one or anything. They're just about the same. And but they are not your typical wizard neck, which is super thin and slim. This is a little thicker. There's some meat to it. And I think that's gonna be it. Oh, when it comes to where I was going with the amp thing that I said before about that I tried it over all my amps, is that when I compared the two of them and I A/B them to see which one I like better, I came to the conclusion again for my personal taste, that when I play them with distortion, the expensive one sounded better. I really liked it. There was something like in the mid frequencies maybe that was more pleasant to my ears, but it was not really a big difference. This one I like better in clean, like much better in clean than this one. So if I had to pick one for a gig, I would probably pick this one, because, you know, if it gets in a scratch, I'm not gonna cry a river, and it sounds almost the same, but in clean it sounds a little more, you can hear every note in the chord a bit more defined, and there's more spank to it, sounds more strutty per se. So I like this one better. And if you ask me, how about the price difference? Well, first, I probably wouldn't buy them new, because many folks buy a guitar, realize that it takes some work to get to be a guitar player, and then they quit and they sell them. I think guitar is one of the most quitted instruments. It's because it's very popular and many people give it a try. So if I was you, I would probably spend some time researching eBay or Craigslist until one came up and at a fair price, and I'll buy it. Now, price-wise, again, the two of them are great, but I seriously, and again, I hope you, if you have this guitar, please, I hope that you don't take this the wrong way. This is just my opinion. But I really feel that there shouldn't be a difference of $600 between this used guitar and the other one. I don't think this guitar is worth 3 times what this one is worth. They're just way too similar. And most of the difference that I found were cosmetic. Like, you know, like I said, the trim is a little, it's got more detail on this one and things like that. But I don't know, this plays so good. I feel fortunate that I found this one used.